Okay, our topic today is algorithms for adding and subtracting. We use algorithms when we're talking about a little bit larger numbers than one or even two-digit numbers. There are three things that are really important when we talk about algorithms. The first one is that we write our numbers down vertically. We have one number above the other when we're adding or subtracting. The second thing is that we line our columns up carefully. Neatness is very important when you're dealing with algorithms. And the third thing is what we do with numbers that are a little bit out of the ordinary, whether they're a little bit bigger or a little smaller. We'll talk about that in just a second. So, as a starting place, we're going to use an addition problem. Let's try 2, 3, 4 plus 1, 9, 2. Now you notice that I have written the numbers down vertically, and I've very carefully lined up my columns. Neatness is very important. Then all we do is add one column at a time, starting from the right. So we start with 4 plus 2 is 6. Then we have 3 plus 9, and here's one of our special situations. 3 plus 9 is 12. That's a little bit too big to put in here. So I just put the 2 down, and then I do what's called carry. I carry the 1 over to the next column. So I write that 1 right up there so I don't forget about it. So again, 3 plus 9 is 12. The 2 goes here, the 1 goes over here. And then I add my last column. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 1 is 4. And that's what an algorithm for addition looks like. An algorithm for subtraction is very similar. Here's an example. 2, 5, 9 minus 1, 8, 2. Again, I've written the numbers down vertically, and I've been very careful to line up my columns. And I just subtract one column at a time, again starting from the right. 9 minus 2 is 7. Now, 5 minus 8 is not something that I can do. I can't take 5 away from 8, at least not in this context. So what I have to do is I have to borrow something from the next column. So I have a 2 here, and so I'm going to borrow from that. I'm going to take 1 away from that, which makes that now 1, and I'm going to put that 1 over on my next column because I've borrowed it. And now instead of 5, I now have 15. So 15 minus 8 is 7. My last column is 1 minus 1 is 0. It's the last column, so I don't need to write the 0 down. But again, that's how subtraction algorithms work. We're going to do a couple more examples. The first one, we'll do another addition one. 4, 3, 9 plus 1, 7, 2. If you want to pause and try this on your own and see if you can do it, that'd be great. But I'm going to go ahead and do it here. We'll start with 9 plus 2 is 11. So I put the 1 there. There's a 1 left over, so I put it up here. Then I have 1 and 3 is 4, and 7 is 11. Again, 1 here, and I carry the 1 up here. 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 1 is 6. And I've successfully done my algorithm. We're going to do another subtraction one. We'll do a little bit larger one. 3, 2, 4, 0 minus 2, 7, 2, 1. Start with my right column. I can't take 1 away from 0, so I'm going to have to borrow from my next column over. So I've got 4 here. I'm going to make that 3. And I'm going to put that 1 over there that I borrowed. It's now become 10. 10 take away 1 is 9. Next column, 3 take away 2 is 1. Now I have 2 take away 7, so I have a problem again. I'm going to have to borrow from the next column. So this 3 becomes a 2. And that extra 1 goes there. 12 take away 7 is 5. And then my last column again is 2 minus 2 is 0, so I don't have to write that. And that is algorithms for adding and subtracting.